What's up YouTube fam, Josh Hall here, and in this video we are going to cover 3 books that every man must read in 2019 and beyond. These are going to be 3 books that absolutely changed my life for the better, and these are going to be 3 books that will help you get what you want out of life. And if you're into red pill content, or if you're interested in becoming a red pilled man, these are going to be 3 of the most important books that you will ever read. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the books that you must read as a man. So first is by David Deida, and it's called The Way of the Superior Man. Now this book is kind of like a manual, if you will, as to how to live life as a man. It helps you understand your psychology. It also helps you understand some of the psychology behind women and what they're looking for in a man. But most importantly, it helps you get on your own purpose as a man, and it helps you prioritize the things that you need to prioritize in your life in order to be successful and happy. And ultimately that will lead to success with women, success in business, and allow you to achieve your goals. Now there's a lot in this book, there's a lot that's covered within this book, and it's not just about getting better with women and things like that, but it's about finding your cause, your mission, and sticking to that mission and that cause. Obviously it talks a bit about women and things of that nature, but the main takeaway is that you need to be focused on you, and you need to overcome some of these societal limitations that has been ingrained within us men as our culture has shifted from more of a masculine society to more of a feminine society. So a lot of men tend to feel like they're being repressed or being held down. And I'm not saying they are or they aren't, but there's definitely been a major culture shift over the years. You can just imagine what it was like in the 1800s, or even further back then, or even in like the 1950s, 1970s. Think about the types of action movies, think about the types of jokes that they were making. And I'm obviously not saying these people are right or wrong, but there is some definite things that have occurred that have prevented men from acting in accordance with their own nature. So David Deida, The Way of the Superior Man, is definitely a book I would recommend. Next is going to be The Unchained Man by Caleb Jones. This is a great book for a man who is looking for all aspects of life. This covers women, business, traveling, success, goal setting, all of these things, and it talks more about the societal programming that's been ingrained within us men that we have to overcome to act in accordance with our nature. Now this book is fairly long. It's significantly longer than The Way of the Superior Man, but it's filled with great content. It talks about open relationships, if that's something that you're interested in. Now that's not something that's for everyone, obviously, but that's one aspect that is touched upon in this book. And it talks about the biological desires and the physical desires that men have, and it helps you understand your true nature as a man as well. So both of those books help you understand your psychology, and it helps you become red-pilled in the sense that you'll understand why you have the thoughts that you have, why you act the way that you act, and why you feel that you may be suppressed in modern day society. And then finally is going to be a book called The Sex God. I'm not exactly sure who it's by. Let me look real quick. Let's see here. It's called The Sex God Method, and it is by, let's see here, Daniel Rose, okay? And that is a great book as well. Now, this is a great book for different reasons, obviously. Now, this book is great because it teaches you how to keep women in your life and how to get the most out of your sexual experiences. It talks about something called the Devi method, which I don't have time to get into because I'm trying to keep this video pretty short for you guys so that it's short, succinct, and to the point. But it talks about how you need to be dominant and emotional, and you have to provide variety, and you need immersion as well. And all of that will be explained in greater detail if you purchase the book, obviously, or read it. But it talks about everything you need to know to have the sexual life that you desire. And because there are men out there who are doing all the things that you do not think are possible. So I know for me, prior to reading this book, I wasn't overly vocal in my sexual experiences. I wasn't talking dirty. I wasn't combining that with emotional talk as well. And when you do these things, it enhances the sexual experience for a variety of reasons. But it boils down to the fact that women still desire alpha males. And that's because way back in hundreds of years ago, what happened is men and women procreated, and there were alpha males and beta males. Don't get stuck on the terms alpha males and beta males. There were men who were seen as more valuable and men who were seen as less valuable. And what happened is the men who were more dominant wiped out the beta males, and so all the women became attracted to this dominance. And so there's some subconscious psychology at play here, but it's a very interesting book to read, especially if you want to get better in the bedroom, not for just your own pleasure, but for your partner's pleasure as well. So I'd highly recommend that book as well, because it helps you switch the societal belief that men should always be chasing women to having women chasing you and showering you with gifts, because you can provide them with feelings that they've never felt before. Okay? So in conclusion, if you skip to the end of this video for whatever reason, the 3 books are going to be David Deida, The Way of the Superior Man. The second book is going to be The Unchained Man by Caleb Jones. And the third book is going to be The Sex God Method by Daniel Rose. So those are the 3 books that every man needs to read in 2019 and beyond, because they all contain information that isn't taught to us in school. And schools don't want to teach you these things because most of your teachers are going to be women. You obviously have classmates that are women, and they don't enlighten us. And then frankly, our parents don't talk to us about these things either. Do you think my dad told me how to make women come or things like that? And it's not just about how to make them come physically, but mentally as well, because that's a huge component of the sexual experience, especially for women who tend to be more emotional than men. All right, so take care. I'll see you in the next video, and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and also if you would like to see me record a video on anything else, comment down below and I will do my best. All right, peace.